guys, John here from SatPlus. Today in this very short video I'd just like to show you how to align a dish no matter where you are in the country. For most people, the most awkward aspect of owning a system is lining up the dish. So I'm going to show you a method that we use when we're doing the caravan shows that makes it easy to line up the dish no matter where you are, and you don't even need to look at the angle on the side of the bracket. But there is a little bit of information that you need to know first in order to implement this method, and we'll go through that now. We include in our kit a very concise user manual, but the most important pages of this manual are pages 7 and 8, and they talk about the L&B skew on the end of the dish. So the L&B skew refers to the position of the L&B within its holder, so we can rotate the L&B, not the cap. And we're aligning the skew marks in line with the join on the holder, or the zero. Some holders have a zero mark on top, but in this case we're just aligning it with the join on the holder. So if we look at this map here, we'll set the L&B first, and we'll look at this map here, and we can have a look at the zones. Zone 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. On the eastern side of the country we're predominantly in zone 1. If we go up to Cairns we're heading through zone 2 and zone 3, and then up to zone 4. So you'll be rotating your L&B a few times as you pass through this area here. But for us here, we're in zone 1 all the way down to Melbourne, Tasmania, and zone 1, if you look on this page, says plus 30. Okay, so we go back to the L&B and we align the plus 30 with the join on the holder. Okay, so that's the L&B set for that entire area. As we travel through there, we shouldn't really have to adjust it. With the meter you can make some small incremental adjustments once you're finalising the alignment, but that will get you signal, certainly enough signal to be able to watch the programs. So the first step, L&B, get that set correctly before we even start. When on the east coast, the satellite is generally out towards north. If we were to say between northwest and northeast, that's a perfect area to be searching. So if we know that the satellite's out to the north, and I know that north for me is straight out this way, where the dish is facing now, that lets me know that the search area should be between northwest and northeast. Okay, so we can start panning the dish up and down from northeast and working our way across this way, or we can do the same thing up and down from northwest and work our way easterly. So in our kits, certainly most of our kits, they include the 3240 satellite meter. I'll switch that on, and with this meter you'll be presented with two signal bars, the top bar being strength, the bottom bar being signal quality. Strength only tells me that the L&B is working. The lower bar, quality, tells me when we're on the satellite. So it's a very good tool for diagnosing and for lining up your dish. So at the moment we've got zero quality on there because we're not lined up. So on this dish we've got a fairly easy to use bracket. We've retrofitted a nice cam lock lever onto there. So when we hit the satellite we can just lock up the lever, and there's very little movement after that point. So we'll start off at northwest. Loosen the cam lever off. I've got my meter turned on. It's pre-tuned for the satellite I'm looking for, and all I need to do, and I will exaggerate this by the way, so it will take me a little bit longer than normal, just so that you understand, but all we need to do is pull the dish all the way up like that, and then moving across in a small increment, so roughly about half an inch, move it across and come all the way down, across half an inch, all the way back up. Not too fast, not too slow. Half an inch, all the way back down again. And keep repeating that, half an inch across, all the way up, half inch across, all the way down. There we go. We've hit the satellite already. We've got a signal reading of 50%. So at this point, we would aim to lock up the vertical. So that's the most I'm getting there, about 50-odd%. So lock that up. If we look at the meter there, there's our 50%, 54%. And now, coming back to the dish, we can just give it a slight rotation, and you'll see the quality on the meter increasing as I rotate this. So there it's dropping, I'm going too far. Come back in again, and we're up at 80-odd%, and that's more than enough. Alright, and then if we go around to the LNB, as I said earlier in the video, that if we have the LNB set to the plus 30 mark, we can fine tune it from that point. So as I rotate this LNB slightly, you see on the camera on the meter that the signal will be actually be increasing. What have we got there? We're up to 92%, so you couldn't get any better than that. And that is the dish lined up. It's literally takes a couple of minutes. Now that was the vertical pan method of moving across, up, across, down, across, up, across, down. You can actually go horizontally as well. So you could start off lower, go all the way across horizontally and raise the dish up slightly. And go all the way back again. Up again. Just keep coming across. We're still panning the dish across the satellite. We're just horizontally increasing the elevation as we go each time to the point where we get a beep. And there it is. Found it again. So guys, for those of you that are spending hours and hours on this, it's absolutely ridiculous. There's no excuse for it. Use that logical panning method. Find the signal. Lock it up. Go and have a glass of wine. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.